Welcome to Module 3, Lesson 9. We will discuss how to determine the serving size and yield for packaged grain items, including but not limited to crackers, pretzels, breads, and muffins. The information can be found in Chapter 2A of the manual. Due to the large number of grain items available on the market, many are not listed in the food buying guide. Additionally, manufacturers often change package and serving sizes. However, it is still necessary to determine the serving size and number of servings in a package in order to include them on the food production record long form. The information will be used to calculate the amount to prepare in column 6. The grain chart discussed in Chapter 2 and the nutrition facts label from the package are needed to determine the serving size and number of servings in a package. We will discuss step-by-step instructions to determine the serving size and yield for packaged grain items and apply the information by going through an example. There are 7 groups on the grain chart, A through G. Step 1 is to determine what group the purchased grain item falls under in the grain chart. Step 2 is to find the minimum required serving size by weight, keeping in mind that ages 6 through 12 must receive 1 serving and ages 1 through 5 must receive 1/2 serving. Step 3 is to refer to the nutrition facts label on the package to find out how much a serving of the product weighs. This information will be used to help determine how much you need to serve. First, divide the weight of the serving by the number of pieces to determine the weight per piece. Next, divide the required serving weight stated on the grain chart by the weight per piece to determine the required number of pieces to serve. Step 4 is to determine the amount you will serve in your program. Use the reference age group you circled on the food production record to determine the planned serving size. The actual serving size may be the same as or larger than the minimum serving size required on the grain chart, but never smaller. Record the weight of your planned serving size in column 4 of the food production record. When you have determined the number of pieces needed, count them out and measure them. When dishing out servings, use a measuring cup that holds the required amount as a scoop to save time. Step 5 is to divide the weight of the package by the weight of the planned serving size from Step 4 to determine the servings per purchase unit or package. Let's go through an example using a 31-ounce box of fish crackers, which are savory crackers. Step 1, we find the savory crackers in Group A of the grain chart. Step 2, identify the required serving size. In Group A, the minimum required serving size is 22 grams, or 0.8 ounces, for 6 to 12-year-olds. 1 to 5-year-olds need 1/2 serving, which is 11 grams, or 0.4 ounces, for both 1 to 2-year-olds and 3 to 5-year-olds. Step 3, the nutrition facts label states that 55 pieces weigh 30 grams, or 1.1 ounces. 30 divided by 55 is 0.55 grams, the weight of 1 cracker. The required serving weight of 22 grams is divided by 0.55 grams and equals 40 crackers. When measured, 40 crackers is 2/3 cup. This is the amount needed to provide the minimum serving size for 6 to 12-year-olds. Step 4, the center decides to serve the minimum required serving size using 6 to 12-year-olds as the reference age group. 22 grams, or 0.8 ounces, equals 2/3 cup. 2/3 cup is recorded as the planned serving size on column 4 of the food production record. Remember, the actual serving size may be the same as or larger than the required serving size listed on the grain chart, but not smaller. Step 5, the servings per purchase unit is calculated. The weight of the package, or 31 ounces, is divided by the 0.8 ounce serving size. The answer is 38 servings. Record 38 servings per purchase unit in column 3 of the food production record. This concludes Lesson 9 on how to determine the serving size and yield for packaged grain items. Continue to Lesson 10 that will provide a review of food production record requirements discussed throughout Module 3.